back everyone, another insight video. We're at Sheppey Sports Away, all the way in the Isle of Sheppey. Too far of a journey not to come back with 3 points. Plenty of forced rotation in the squad, so players have to step up. As you can see, it's a massive 4G pitch, so plenty of space for the defenders to cover and attackers to exploit. A pitch this size suits technically gifted players that are able to find pockets of space and control the game with a wide range of passing abilities. It also suits players with explosive engines that can cover ground. Sheppey started the brightest, but after 15 minutes it became more even and we imposed ourselves and created half-decent chances. Cleon defended the right-hand side well and denied their left winger any joy on this occasion and looks to start the attack. We go 1-0 down at the break and the halftime team talk was focused around being composed in midfield and moving the ball. We get back level with a patient build-up and a great individual skill, rounded off with a composed finish by Benji. I think it's worth seeing that skill again. Remember, no robots. Here's the lino flagging for a foul for us, but the ref didn't care and ignored. Surely the linos are not just there to signal throw-ins and corners. The game ends 1-1 and points are shared. Not what we wanted, but we got what we deserved. On to the next. Training ahead of AFC Greenwich Borough. We're taking on a tough team which are bang on in form, title challengers and will remain in the player spots throughout the season for sure. As usual, I'm leading on training. Manager James kicks off with a talk with the lads to set the scene. The players manage the warm-ups on match days and training. We do this intentionally so the players can have time for themselves together. We oversee, but we don't need to babysit. Captain and vice-captain specifically take the responsibility and it promotes accountability. We like this method. Straight into a 2v2 which progresses into a 3v3. I call this one nowhere to hide. Tight space, looking at players collecting the ball and making things happen. Players on the outside are used to keep the ball in play and offer different angles in possession. Rui, the first team coach, takes a possession practice as a lead-in before the main tactical section of training. On to the tactical section of training, and I'm leading on a squad practice. We are continually refining how we want to play and looking at areas we need to improve, as well as preparing specifically for each opponent also. This training session in particular is more focused on how we utilise the ball. Only really towards the end we looked at Greenwich and how we could exploit their weaknesses and combat their strengths. If we use the majority of our training time focused on the opposition, then we never really get to solidify our strengths and our identity, which over a course of a season is crucial to execute. Manager James gives me full license to do my thing, but on a few occasions he will interject and add what he needs to. Rui is also in there adding his thoughts. A management team needs to be fluid and trusting in each other's strengths. The players can always sense when something isn't right within the coaching staff. We have clear roles and responsibilities in ours. I've seen something that can be coached using the drive-by method. Not all coaching interventions need to be stop, stand still. Let the play continue and address the specific situation directly with the player or players in focus. This promotes healthy contact time for players and for them to enjoy the session with limited stoppages. I have a brief tactical conversation with the players about what we just worked on. It's important that coaching is a two-way street and the players are not just listening, but understanding what's required. That is done by involving the players in the learning process. James has the final boss talk, which brings an end to the session. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.